Barstool Mincy of Barstool Sports here. I'm good friends with the Saints Happy Hour podcast, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I'm really just friends with Andrew Hughes, so I support him because I feel sorry for him. Good dude, but way too bougie to take seriously when it comes to football.
Sean Payton would have done illegal things. Don't tell me I'm wrong, because you know it's true.
Ralph? If he was an NFL GM, a team would never win a freaking game. Trade this, sign this guy. Awful ideas and armchair quarterbacking, full-blown panic every show.
Marcus Callaway.
With Dave, here's the key. When he talks, just mute or fast forward 5 minutes. Hopefully he's done talking by then and headed back to the bathroom where he seems to eternally live.
Put that freaking clown meme back up that I made. Jesus Christ.
Then Kevin, man, why the hell is he still on the show? He doesn't even watch the damn games, and somehow they keep inviting him.
Budrich wants to know how the doctor's doing.
That ended.
Podcasting poverty, man. Who dat?
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Saints Happy Hour podcast. This is our YouTube-only special edition. Mash that subscribe button, mash that like button, mash that share button on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. It's the best Saints channel anyway. We're doing a ridiculous thing. Thomas has got it running from Poland like a well-oiled machine. Go to saintshappyhour.com. Become a patron at the $7 level. Get everything we do, and you can get some swag. You want to make your Saints 2023 fan experience the best it can be, and I promise you, becoming a Saints Happy Hour patron is going to do that. Andrew, today I just want to cut to the chase. Thomas, zoom in from the camera or whatever you do. Here's the thing I want to say. I want to say to you, Derek Carr, if you go to the Jets, you are dumb as a box of rocks. Andrew, why, if you're Derek Carr, would you go to an organization that's never won anything, hasn't won 12 games or 11 games in the 2000s? They're the Jets. They haven't won since like Abraham Lincoln was president, okay? Derek Carr, they're a failure. They're a dumpster fire. You go there, you're the 9th best quarterback in the AFC. You got to deal with Josh Allen, Mahomes, Herbert, Russell Wilson if he gets fixed, Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. In the NFC, it's nothing but quarterback poverty. I'm not even telling you to come to the Saints, although that's what you should do. I'm saying if you don't come to the NFC, I wouldn't want you as my quarterback because you're not that bright.
Yeah, look, he doesn't care about winning, in my opinion, if he goes to the AFC. He says he cares about winning. He says money doesn't matter, but if he goes to the Jets, money matters, and he doesn't care about winning. Look, the Dolphins are ascending. He'd be in a division with them. He'd be in a division with the Bills, who are a Super Bowl contender. I don't know how this would be any different from the Raiders. I really don't. And I feel like if he goes to the Jets, he's basically just running back the experience that he just had with the Raiders.
And he doesn't really care about clearly anything but money, because the Jets clearly are just like lying to him and telling him that he can be a first ballot Hall of Famer if he gets the Jets to the Super Bowl. But they're not trying to sign him. They're waiting for Aaron Rodgers to get off of his Shawshank Redemption vacation and come out the hole and tell the world what he's going to do. So not only, Derek Carr, do you not care about winning if you go to the Jets, you don't even really respect yourself because you're letting the Jets make you their second choice and making you stay in a holding pattern. Basically, they're just waiting for the Aaron Rodgers booty call to come. And if it doesn't, then they'll text you. And
Derek Carr looks like he wears mascara. That's strike one. I'm willing to overlook that, Ralph. I'm willing to basically invite Derek Carr to be the Saints quarterback. I'm willing to get behind him. I'm willing to root for him. But if he goes to the Jets, that's strike two. And you don't get 3 strikes in my book. You get 2. So Derek Carr, I'm done with you. You're the worst. You're terrible. I will laugh at the Jets for getting you. Like, he's one of those players where I can convince myself he's pretty good if he's on my team. But if he's on someone else's team, I'm laughing at you.
Yeah. Derek Carr has strong, oh my God, Loomis dodged another bullet potential. Yes. Like, I'm just gonna say it. If Derek Carr comes to the Saints, Thomas, you're gonna have to burn this tape, and we're gonna have to put it in. We'll have to memory hole it, but.
I do also feel like he's got Alex Smith vibes too. I mean, remember Alex Smith was a starter for a long time and just like kind of mediocre, not that respected around the league. And then he goes to the 49ers and out of nowhere, like, or, you know, he's with the 49ers and like all of a sudden, like he becomes really good out of nowhere.
And he was decent in Kansas. He was above average in Kansas City, but he's
above average.
He made the playoffs.
I mean, he was like Derek Carr, right?
Yeah, he was like Derek Carr. If Derek Carr went to the playoffs a bunch of times but never won a game. But here's the thing with Alex Smith. In Kansas City, he was with Andy Reid, who Andy Reid was acknowledged as a top 1 or 2 or top 3 at worst offensive minds in the NFL. And Andy Reid has a history of getting the maximum out of quarterbacks that weren't really good. And Philadelphia, they would have a guy, he would be good for a game or two. They would trade him to a team, they would fleece him, and then they would go back to being terrible. Let me tell you something. Derek Carr, by the way, another strike 3 against him for going to the Jets. The Jets hired Nathaniel Hackett as their offensive coordinator. That dude was such a disaster running an offense in Denver. He got fired during the year. Players were fighting on the sidelines. And, oh, by the way, when he was offensive coordinator in Green Bay, he never called the plays. He never really ran things. He was like Pete Carmichael or somebody else with Sean Payton or whoever with Andy Reid. Like, he wasn't doing it. Now, he's going to be calling the plays and running everything for the Jets. Derek Carr, you want to entrust the rest of your career to Nathaniel Hackett? That's bad decision number 3, my guy. Ooh, so you go to New York. You go to New York. And
it's pretty telling when Pete Carmichael is by far away the best play calling option that's in front of you. That's really saying something.
I mean, listen, I'll be frustrated if Derek Carr goes to Carolina or he goes to Tampa or, I don't know, the 49ers come out of the woodwork and they're like, hey, Derek Carr, sign a 2-year below market value deal and be our quarterback. Like, I'll be frustrated, man, but I'll be like, I'll get it. I'll be like, yeah, that makes sense. You can win in the South. San Francisco wants you for whatever. You can go win a Super Bowl with them. I get it. But you stay in the AFC, buddy. Like, you don't care about winning. All you care about is a pile of money. And oh, by the way, good luck with that New York media. Good luck.
Yeah, the New York media. Well, if he's successful, then it'll be great. And I thought Eli Manning would get eaten alive out there, and so and I was surprised with how it worked out with him. So maybe Derek Carr can be the savior and the hero for the Jets. But you mentioned just all the competition and the talent. It right now the AFC feels a little bit like the Western Conference in basketball, where all the star powers over there, and like the NFC feels like the East in the NBA, where
that's right.
You might have 1 or 2 teams, and like you assemble a mediocre lineup, and you're going to the NBA Finals. You assemble a pretty good team, and you're going to the Super Bowl, and yeah, you're going to have to play Mahomes, or you're going to have to play, but then it's just one game, right? And like, you find a way to win one game and you're Super Bowl champion. So I think the path to success in the NFC right now is much easier. And like, again, if I'm Derek Carr, and if I really and truly care about winning, that's the path you got to go.
Yeah. And here's the thing, the NFC, Philadelphia has about 8 or 9 starters that are free agents. They're going to have to pay Jalen Hurts. If Philadelphia regresses from like 14 wins to like 11, then the NFC is the most wide open conference we've ever seen. And Derek Carr is like, nah, I'm going to stay in the AFC, and I'm going to be the 9th best quarterback. So in conclusion, Derek Carr, if you don't get out of the AFC, you're dumb. So that's it. So guys, go to saintshappyhour.com, become a patron. We're the best Saints podcast out there. I promise you more Saints content every day than any other Saints site, fan site. Guaranteed. You can get a swag box. You can get all kinds of great stuff. Support the show. We win awards. You should do it. So for Andrew, for Thomas, running the show back in Poland, I'm Ralph. We will see you again next time on the YouTubes.